What's good, baby? It's CalviNNatioN here. I'm gonna teach you guys some cool shit with your Balisong knife. I'm gonna teach y'all, babies, how to flip this knife like a king. Like me. So here's what the move looks like, babe. Take it easy. Bitch.
Alright guys, so there was the move. Sorry for the intro as well. I was just having a little fun with it. I did another kind of ownage pranks type of voice, if you didn't notice. That's Tyrone. He does some freaking hilarious pranks. But yeah, hopefully none of you guys were offended by it. It was just some fun shit. That's all it was. So we're going to get started with this. As you saw, we just kind of did any old little technique to get into the first little rollout there. You can do whatever you want. The easiest to do is just the standard double rollout, ricochet, and then go into your horizontal chaplain like that. You can do it whatever you want. You can do a little band technique to get into it. All you got to know is how to get to this position right here. So if you're just focusing on the last part of the move, the two throws, and the thumb rollovers and stuff, just focus on doing a double rollout because that's the easiest. You don't want to be screwing around with the opening sequence, not being able to get that right, because the end sequence is the hardest bit. So just do double rollout, ricochet back. We're going to do one horizontal kind of 0G chaplain around your pointer finger, and just like any old chaplain, you guys know when you're practicing, when you want to stop, you just pop that middle finger in. That's the same thing what you're going to do. You're going to have to do it this time though, just after one rotation. So you do your one 0G horizontal chaplain like that, and then just quickly pop your middle finger in like that. From here we're going to do a few ricochets to get ready for our horizontal throw. So that's just going to look like, and I'll do it fast for just one sec, just like this, and then that's where your throw is going to come in. So you can do as many ricochets as you want. Feel free to do more or less. It's all about getting ready for the throw. It's hard to do it right after you do a certain sequence, so I like to do a couple ricochets. I do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can even do one more and throw, or just right from there. So this is what I do, and then throw from there. So for the throw, basically we're just going to kind of give it a nice thumb flick this way, and keep it very low, probably no higher than that. Nice fast horizontal spin, and we're going to catch it right there. One nice horizontal spin, one full rotation around. You're going to catch it right there in a position very similar to the second rollover in behind the 8 ball. That's where you're just going to be doing this, and then that second rotation on behind the 8 ball that you're used to, you're going to be throwing it instead of finishing it off like this. So get back into that position. Oops, right here. You're just going to be doing the same thing. You're going to kind of give it a thumb flick as you throw it up. And you're going to keep it more low than high, and keep it faster than, you're going to keep it low and fast instead of high and slow, the spin. So again, just a thumb flick, and then you're going to catch it right there with the blade out. You're going to catch it like this, and then you're going to finish it off just like that. So there's your move in a nutshell. We're going to give it another rundown, a little bit slower. So again, do whatever you want to do to get into the position for the chaplain, whatever that is, just make sure you get there. And then a couple ricochets like that. From here, again, as we throw it, sorry, we'll get back into that. Make sure you kind of bring it towards you and flick it away from you at the same time. So bring it this way, flick it that way, and just keep it pretty much where you left your hand, so you're not throwing it really higher. Again, just kind of letting go of it more than throwing it. So just like that, and you're going to be catching it again just like this, preferably like that. Often you'll find with this move, you're going to be catching it where the blade already landed in the safe handle, which sucks. You can still kind of recover from that. You can kind of drop it and then go. But definitely best position is right there. So again, try to get in that position. If you want to practice these moves singularly, that's an option as well. You can do the first one by just doing a double rollout, doing a few ricochets, and throwing it from there. The second one you can do just behind the 8 ball, you know, your standard behind the 8 ball, and throwing it from the second rollover around the thumb, just like that. That's a good way to do that, because sometimes when you do the two kind of parts of the move together, you might get the first part, you might not get the second part later, you might get the second part, you might not get the first part. So sometimes it's frustrating trying to do a whole long sequence when you maybe aren't up to the skill level yet. So I'd practice maybe just doing the behind the 8 ball throw and that just first little, you can even do the first part of the move only for that first throw. So practice those separate for a bit if you're not comfortable with these throws yet. And then you can combine the two to finish off this combo. So again, I'm going to just go through it again nice and slowly, and that's kind of where we'll finish off. So again, double rollout or whatever you want to do to get into this position. Horizontal chaplain around the pointer finger, catch with the middle finger, 1 ricochet, 2, 3, 4, and then throw. Make sure you're throwing it towards your body while flicking your thumb away from your body, so you're getting that nice fast spin while keeping it low. From here, again, that same kind of rollover around the thumb like you do behind the 8 ball. Instead of finishing it the way you do with behind the 8 ball, let it go right as you're coming up. Same kind of idea, flick with the thumb away from you while kind of bringing it towards you. Just like that, almost stabbed myself. You're going to catch it like this this time. You can have, actually it's the same way, isn't it? So basically you're catching it the same way, throwing it differently for the first and second throw. So you're catching it the same way as the first throw. Again, you're just going to go around, and this time instead of throwing it, you can throw it again if you want, if you're comfortable, but then you're just going to finish it off, land in that position. Alright guys, so here's your last breakdown. There you go. So thank you guys for watching. This one may not have been my best tutorial, maybe been long too, because this is in like 3 parts now. I'll probably edit it so you can't tell. There's my secret. But yeah, there's the move. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is a little bit more tricky of a move than my usual ones. Hopefully you guys can get it. Sorry for the lack of tutorials. Tree planting definitely hindered my tutorial making. Also camping for the last... Ooh, hit my stomach. Also camping for the last 2 weeks. You guys probably didn't know about that one. Didn't get any videos out there either. So, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you for the next tutorial. Hopefully there'll be more soon. See you guys later.
Heck yes!